Now, in 1990s, when someone knew that you own a Ferrari, everyone would look up to you from the above, and you will be called a pop scepter. But in their inside eyes and their inside trashy souls and hearts and thoughts, you'll be called and considered a madman, a psychopath, or a mental retard. Still, in nowadays, owning a Ferrari is a masterpiece. Now what we have here is a 1994 Ferrari F355. But it's not ordinary F355, it's a Berlinetta F1 edition. Which means for the price of $130,000, you won't get a 6-speed manual gearbox. Instead, you would get a hydraulic manual gearbox, which used in F1 cars, or nowadays it's called paddle shifters. Now, this car is equipped with a 3.5-liter V8 engine and producing 375 horsepower and 268 foot of torque. It is like you're in Colosseum with that red special horse up in your sleeve that make an eye-catcher to the crowd and your own self. It is like you would find a masterpiece in a design from the medieval era. I'm not even talking about the inside. Now the inside, in those days, it is a masterpiece. It is a fine Italian design that you will not find anywhere in the rest of the world. It is like a medieval era, an Italian woman underpants that when you sit in it, you feel a king on the road. The sound of the purity, pushing this car up to 183 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. In those days, 4.7 seconds, it is pretty fast. And still in nowadays, it's still really fast car. This car almost weighs 3,200 pounds. But you ask, why do I need this sort of car for today? If I have a family, and most of my kids are the same age as this Ferrari, well, you see, the answer is lying under your nose. If you spend time and money on your kids, or a kid, you'll be close as the point of spending same money on this Ferrari. And what result will you get in 20 years? Would be a failure or would the success? Just like this Ferrari F355. It can be a success on the road and can be still a king on the road after 20 years. Or it can be sitting and taking a rest in your garage and you will still remember how those wonderful days were when you were driving this F355, a Ferrari.